Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. This is week 13, 2018, and I'm just going to add my photos. I will also be using a mishmash of Studio Calico cards. Now, usually when I use my kits, I start separating them. So the first time I use it as a kit, and then I add all the cards together with older kits. I like doing that because I can go through my cards and try to match them with my spread. I find it easier that way. I do not leave my kits together right after I use them. So this is definitely a mishmash of Studio Calico cards. Anyways, I will be using the Color Cast Design Week acrylics. I love these acrylics. They are adorable. And it worked really well for this week because I had a picture almost for every single day. The only day I didn't have a picture was Sunday, but I thought I would add it to a card and journal about Sunday. In the end, I actually painted all weekend, so it was okay not having a picture for Sunday. But I'm just adding these acrylics to see how they're going to look on my spread. I like how everything looks, so I'm going to move on to my title card. I'm going to be using my Ali Edwards week stamp, and I'm going to stamp out week 13. I'll add the dates, and I'm trying to keep this very simple because there's so many colors and adding the acrylics. So I'm just going to add a little chipboard right above my stamp. Now these acrylics also come with these little wood veneers that have words on them or phrases. I love these wood veneers because they fit perfectly in the little banners of the acrylics or the weeks. And I'm just choosing the right wood veneer for my Saturday and Sunday. I end up adding Totally Rocked to Saturday and then Stories to Sunday. I went ahead and journaled on my 3x4 card. And I'm liking how it looks. At first, I actually stuck them down to my photo and card, but I ended up changing my mind. You'll see this when I start with my 12x12 spread, that I will start sticking them to my page protectors because I didn't want to bulk up my page protectors. And I usually do that with my flare buttons. I find it to be better, and I've never had a problem with my flare buttons falling off, and I don't believe that these acrylics are going to fall off either, especially if you use some good adhesive. I'm going to add, I believe, meh to my 4x6 card using some Studio Calico stamps. Love the stamp set. It's so tiny, but it has the prettiest font. I'm just in love with the stamp set. And I did that because we had a whole weekend of painting, and I'm not a big fan of painting. So I journaled about that, talked about that, and adding the stamp really helped. I'm done with my insert, and I'm going to move on to my 12x12 spread. I'm going to do the same thing. I will go through the little wood veneers and choose the right word for each day. Like I added menu to Tuesday, I add highlights to Wednesday. For Friday, with that picture of my son and nephew arm wrestling, I added shenanigans. So there was a word almost for every photo, and it was just perfect, as if it was done for my photos. But once I get my wood veneers chosen and added to my acrylics, I'm going to move on to that 4x6 card. Now this card just had start here, and it had a circle in the middle. So I decided to use my die cuts to cut out my 4x6 photo, I think, that's not a 4x6, sorry, my 4x4 photo, and make it into a circle and then add it right in the center of that circle. But that circle was really small and I didn't have the right size die cut, so I ended up cutting it bigger and I was fine with that. It looked good, especially adding that Thursday acrylic right above it. I really like how that 4x6 card turned out. While I was going through my cards earlier, I remembered seeing a 3x4 card with some speech bubbles. So I thought maybe I could back up my acrylic embellishment with one of these speech bubbles, and they fit perfectly. So I decide on the yellow. I'm going to fussy cut it out and just use it to back up my acrylic embellishment, just to give something different to my photos and my cards. Trying to keep my layout as simple as possible, so I'm just going to be adding little things to my cards, but also bringing in the color to the center of my spread, if that makes sense. So I'm just adding a little chipboard to this "Don't Give Up, You're So Close" card. I added that card because I felt like it went really well with that picture of my son and nephew arm wrestling. I will be using my Tim Holtz phrase booklet to add some words to this 3x4 pie chart card, and that's the card that I added because it had all the colors in there, and it would bring in all these colors from my acrylic embellishments to the center of my spread. Then I will finish off the whole spread by adding some stars that match the words on that last 3x4 card that said nope, nada, never, no, little things like that. And that way I was able to bring all the colors together and kind of bring the mishmash of colors together, if that makes sense. Because you guys know me, I always stick to certain colors on my spreads and I try to keep everything matchy. So this was a great way to do that. So if you feel like your colors are all over the place, it's great to add like a rainbow card or something like that. I am done with my spread for now. You can see it was very simple and very fast to create. I will add all the links for ColorCast design down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!